Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. What is going on, guys? So the big PlayStation presentation was yesterday, and I know a lot of people left it kind of disappointed because Sony was kind of hyping it up like there'd be some like world-changing announcements, right? That would change your life forever. Honestly, we didn't really get anything like that. Aside from like one or two things, this being one of them, the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, right? And it's really interesting because I've been thinking about it all day since they announced it. If you guys clicked on this video, do me a favor, if you guys like Metal Gear, if you guys like gaming content, leave a like, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500 subs by my birthday in July, so help a brother out, I appreciate that. But let's jump into this thing, because I got a lot to say about it, because it's really interesting, right? So this thing isn't called Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. It's called Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. The original is called Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. That's not what this is. This is Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Completely different, right? Completely different game, right? You're getting them mixed up. This isn't Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. This is Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, right? So this got me thinking, right? Like, why? Why is it called Metal Gear Solid Delta, right? Are we about to get a whole series of Metal Gear Solid Delta games, right? Are they gonna remake the first game and just call it Metal Gear Solid Delta after this, right? And they're starting with Metal Gear Solid 3 because it's the origin story of Big Boss? Is that what we're doing, right? That would make a lot of sense, right? Then we're gonna get the second game, Metal Gear Solid Delta 2 or something, right? And then do Metal Gear Solid Delta Guns of the Patriots? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. This is blowing my mind right now. Spoiler alert for what Delta means. If you guys don't know what Delta means, you guys are too lazy to Google it. Delta means that there is a discourse, there's a change, right? We're going down a different path. That's what Delta means, right? So now I'm thinking like, okay, how much of a change is this gonna be, right? If we're calling it Delta, right? Is it gonna be, spoiler alert, like Metal Gear Solid 4? Resident Evil 4? Or is it gonna be a remake like, I don't know, Final Fantasy 7? Spoiler alert, right? What does that mean? Let me get into those, because those two games are very different examples of a remake, right? Resident Evil 4, for the most part, it's just a remake, right? It's a remake of Resident Evil 4. But there's like little key differences that fundamentally make it a different game, right? The story's different, right? It's the exact same, but there's like one or two things, right? Like a character was supposed to die a couple chapters, you know, ahead in the original game, right? And then that character will survive way longer in the remake, right? Stuff like that. And because of that, the story is different, right? Or is it going to be like Final Fantasy 7 remake, right? Which, I'll be honest with you guys, this is a lot less likely, but what if, right? So the Final Fantasy 7 remake is basically the same story as Final Fantasy 7, but things are different because essentially the events of the first game have already happened. Does that make sense? Right? The Sephiroth that you beat in the original Final Fantasy 7 basically has gone back in time to experience the game again, and he's changing things, right? Which is really cool. I love it. It's one of my favorite remakes of all time, right? And because of that, things are different, right? Is that what we're doing, right? Because, you know, I don't put it past Konami, right? Metal Gear Solid 3 was made by Kojima. Kojima's a weird guy. I know he's not making this game, but like, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, weirder things have happened in Metal Gear, I would say, you know? So I don't know if it's gonna go that far, but what if, you know? So my brain is racing with possibilities, right? I do not think this is a normal remake. I think we're gonna get a whole line of Delta style, you know, Metal Gear games, right? And I cannot wait for that. Anyway, guys, that's my my video. That's my TED talk. I just ranted for like, you know, 3.5 minutes. Do me a favor, like I said earlier, leave a like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. I got more videos to make, so I'll catch you guys later. Peace.